Let's go up and take that wire box off. Trying to think if there's anything else I need before I go up there. I don't think so. But it'll probably occur to me once I'm 15 feet up in the air and I've got the wire box off already. All right, we're going backwards. Someone didn't turn this off. Okay, let's see here. Every time I get in here, I always kind of forget things a little bit. All right, let's go slow. I feel like this is how a cruise ship captain has to feel. He's just kind of leaning up against the rails, just kind of like, all right, go that way, go this way. All right, we'll stop here. We'll dock here for a day or so. Over the anchor there, Shmee. There's our electrical box. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Always kind of rocking the boat a little bit, trying to get it perfect. Let's see here. Didn't do that exactly the way I should have. Try this again. One of these days I'm just gonna run into some. You can feel it. I can feel it's gonna happen. I'm just getting a little too confident here. Probably means it's gonna happen today. Little ways to go. Oh, caught on that little pin right there. So little ways to go. Okay. All right, let's take a look-see. Up we go. Oh no, we have to go higher. Shoot. I thought it was this box right here. It's not. It's the vacuum breaker, darn it. Okay, I need to go over here. Can I even drive it when it's high up like this? Oh, looks like you can. I don't think I will though. Whoa. Totally overshot that little electrical box, but it's all right. I keep thinking about this slam into something. So far, so good. This would not be the best time to jerk the... Okay. I still have a ways to go, dang. This side is not good either. I've got to get right where I was the other day. All right, I got to move the ladder. I feel like I'm feeling sick right now. Nope, I'm already down. All right. Just messing around, wasting time over here. Actually, let's do this. Wasting all kinds of time. All right. Let's reposition this guy, get in place. As big as this thing is, you really can get it just about wherever you want. Oops. That's what I'm doing that for. Very careful of your surroundings here. You're probably gonna have to pull this thing forward. Maybe not. Or maybe so. Maybe definitely so. Really did not come in the right way here. Let's back it up. Man, this is gonna be tight. Oh! Dude. That just scared me so bad. I thought someone was over my shoulder. Like sneaking up on me on this thing. It was just this guy. It just came and hit me right like this. Gosh, I almost had a heart attack. Oh, jeez. Gotta just take a second, you know? Okay. Well, I haven't hit anything, but I did sort of run into something in a way, you know? Gosh, dude, it's insane. All right, turn this thing completely sideways now. Golly, that scared me. Sorry, I'm still just kind of collecting myself after that, as you might guess. Okay, this is better. There's no real great spot that I reach that thing. This is gonna be a pain to have to put new wires in or to put plugs in. I can already feel it. Jeez, dude. Alright, what are we looking at here? Screw right there. Screw right there, okay. I'm not even close enough to really see that. See if I can get this thing a little closer. I think I can. Hold on. Barely inching him over. All of a sudden I just feel some piece of pipe jarring into my temple. And the day's over with, because I'm not doing anything if that happens. Again, close-ish-er. All right, this is pretty good. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. That should be okay. All right, I'm gonna try and position the camera so you can see it, but you know, I am also trying to do some real work here, so kind of have to balance things out. Now these wires, I turned off all the power, so this should be, yeah, this should not be hot, but you know, you never know what you're dealing with these days. Let's do Phillips instead. Come on, get out of there. Okay, I mean, why is this so hard in there? I got stuck in there. Wait a minute. Am I missing something? That doesn't look like it's stuck. It looks like it's one piece. I don't think this is supposed to be in here. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I thought these were like small pieces. They're not small at all. These are large pieces. Okay. I see. Sorry. I thought these were just little pieces you take in and out, like the old ones. Nope. They're not. You don't make mistakes. All right. Oh, look at that. Just a mess of wires in here, of course. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Not sure you can see that, but where do you go, buddy? I don't see your end right there. There you are. I see you now. Okay. This is really packed in there nice, isn't it? Gosh. Okay, this guy. Again, I don't know if this shouldn't be hot, but I don't have any contact points really to test this on. I guess I could just take my multimeter and go to the outlet, but again, I don't even. Okay, so you get that junction, but well, this guy goes to. Dang, what is that doing out? To the vindicator, sorry. Yeah, I'm not taking any of that off, but I do want to at least look at it. It's all going to stay here for now. Okay. So it comes in here, and then it goes out here. Comes in here. It's all going out right here. This is where everything meets. It all meets right. So for this little one right here, you got a ground, a white, and a black. And then for this big guy, sorry, I don't know how well you can see. It's kind of higher up. You got a red, black, white, and green. Oh wait, you kidding me? That's gonna be 3-pull? I think that's only 3-pull. Okay. Yeah, that's 3. I got the wrong plugs, or I got one wrong plug at least. And I don't even know the amperage on it either. So this guy right here, I can definitely do a 4-pull 125 250, I think 30 amp. We're gonna check and see in just a second. We will check and see in just 1 second. Follow that wiring. So that's your airlock. It's all your wiring for your airlock. And also, what else? I don't know, actually. I guess we'll find out, or we'll try to find out. So we pull this right here. Cut it right here, right here. this is going to be your plug, your blade side. This will be the receptacle side, because this is the hot side, obviously. Okay, well, guess we'll kind of plug this all, or wrap this all up, get it all back in there, and shut this thing up. Don't know there's a lot more I can do there, or I mean right now anyway. I at least know that I got one thing wrong, which is better than two. You've got two things to get right. Okay. So that's 3. Don't know the amperage. That's what I gotta figure out. What's the amperage? I think it's all 30, so I think it's okay. I don't know for sure though. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please, please don't fall. All right, are we gonna have a hard time? Are we gonna cooperate? I don't think we will have a good time. Good. Good, good, good. All right. I'm just turning a ratchet. That's all I'm doing right now. Well, I'll tell you this. Our electrician is phenomenal. Okay? I mean, I say that as a non-electrician, not knowing nothing how this stuff works and knowing nothing about how good electrical work is performed, but I do know this. I have put on a few little boxes for a motor, try to get all the wires in there, and it never seems to fit very well when I do it, and these fit in perfectly even after I take it apart, put it back in there, and take the faceplate off anyway. Still goes back in there nice, so I think it would take a very good electrician to defend himself against my inspection. So just, you know. Okay. That's secure enough. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna get this thing out back where it belongs. All right. So I guess what we can do, I do need to test voltage. We know it's all coming into the, whoops, just hit my head there. We know it's all coming in right there, so we can at least test the airlock receptacle. If we don't have any voltage in there, there's nothing live, there's nothing hot. I think we can safely say it can be operated on, I believe. So we'll do that next. Let's go ahead and take this thing down. Whoa. Okay. Very slow, given we're right up on the edge here, but again, this thing has such great maneuverability, I just don't worry too much about it. All right, I think we're clear. Okay. multimeter. Let's test voltage. Okay. Get a little closer than that. Okay, station 2 airlock. I don't think I'm doing anything right now. Unless I'm on direct current. No? I'm not. Oh, well that would make sense. There's no voltage, I think. I need to get a voltmeter though. I don't like this. I don't trust this. I feel like there should be some reading at least, you know? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a voltmeter. All right, the problem was I got another multimeter because the forks on that other guy they weren't long enough to get back, so I couldn't test it. That was the issue. So we're gonna take a look now with another one, a little simpler one with much longer forks, or I guess they're called tuning forks maybe? I don't know. Let's see here. Not getting any readings there. There. Okay, I think we're in good shape. I'm testing everything out here, just trying to get something, and I'm not getting anything. Now look, I've never tested a 4-prong with a multimeter, but I feel like this is fine, you know? So, wish I had my little voltage, my little voltage checker. I think we're in good shape. Just test the airlock just to see if there's anything. Anyway, or not the airlock, the off-fill. Test that one, or test, you know what? This is even better. We'll test this one because this power on the whole unit is supposed to be. Well, we got voltage there, it's 132 volts. But that's not station 2. Okay. All right, let me try this. I got another idea. Got another idea. So I'm thinking these 4-prong receptacles are what's throwing everything off here. And they're not charging. Take this guy off. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, we're getting something. For sure getting something. Yeah, there we go. Damn. It's a lot of voltage going through there. 475. You know what I should do? I need to test voltage over there. Because I don't. It's a 30 amp. It's a 480 volt plug. I don't think we're going to be able to use the ones I got. I need a 250. Yeah, we need to go check voltage over there. For sure. Let's go do that. Definitely want to do that. $250 is not going to work. So that is 15 amp, 15 amp. 15 amp is fine. But all right, let's try it. Station 2 power. Station 2 airlock. Station, that's it. Let's try it and see. I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna be 450. Yep, 472. Plugs we have are not gonna work. We need it's ground right there. Yep. Hearing things back in here, it's kind of creepy. All right, let's see here. Trying to get these both together at the same time because the last thing I want to do is no. Okay, hold on. There's no power on the Station 2 airlock for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter. But there's no power. Whoops. Hold on. I think I screwed that up. Nope. I didn't. Don't want DC. I like this multimeter a lot better. It's simple. Simple multimeter. And we're not getting any readings, really. Okay. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. I'm certain. That's 475 down there. It's 475 up here. So I need a 475 volt. Plug. What I have is not going to work. Glad we tested it. You don't see that very often. Or maybe you do. I probably do. I don't know what I'm talking about. Actually, we'll leave this over here. I think I might need this. Well, I think that will probably do it for today. Because I got to get new plugs. There's nothing I can do on that up there right now. And we're going to have to take a pause. Someone's calling me anyway. All right. Maybe I'll check in one more time before we go. But until tomorrow, take care. Well, I did say I might be able to give I might check back in another update. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but I thought, you know what, I'm driving home and I gotta get going, otherwise I'm gonna be really late. Not really late, but late enough where whoops. Hold on, sorry. Get that in tight. Hold on. Okay. I said I might check in with another update, and I'm driving home, so now is as good of a time as any to give kind of the update that I would like to provide, which is, you know, essentially just like we were in there, and I didn't. Today was one of those days I just didn't get a lot done. I was on the phone trying to kind of get some things figured out. We need to get some dehumidification going over there. Got excess moisture in the air over there. We need to. I'm working on a project in the lab that I started on today, and I was making some calls about that. I need to get a freezer unit for the lab. I ordered a new 100 kilodalton. There's placed order for a 100 kilodalton membrane for the lab. I made a purchase for marketing today. I was just on the phone a lot, writing emails, and so I got out to the cave a little bit late, and it wouldn't even matter because I bought the wrong. Is that a vulture in the air? Yeah, circling something. What was the last thing I was saying? Oh, it wouldn't have mattered if I got out to the cave late because I had the wrong outlet or the wrong receptacle to plugs. We found out in there that I need 480. I've got 250. That's not going to work. So tomorrow I'll go to the electrical store. Home Depot is not going to cut it. I need to go to a specialty store to get some 480 plug and bolts. Come out and get that done. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I did think this might be a good time to give just like a broad update, you know, just something that's more an overview. Not every time I do these videos, I've only been doing it for like 10 or 12 days. I'm kind of jumping straight into whatever I'm doing, what is the task at hand. And I kind of thought, you know what, maybe let's do one where, I hate saying this, it's such a corporate jargon phrase, but take a step back a little bit. Kind of provide some context of my to-do list, what I'm thinking about, the bigger picture. So let me try to do that. Let me try to give you a sense of those things. I've got 3 things on my mind, 3 sort of main categories. They're all, to me, equally important. And in any one of those categories, there might be like a main thing I've got to do, obviously. Not telling you anything you don't already know. Those 3 categories are production, marketing, and lab, R&D. R&D is like, it's too fancy of a term for me. I'm not like a Emerson or sort of GE scientist. I don't know, whatever, like prestigious scientist. So R&D seems way too like, that's not, just call it lab. At any rate, those areas, that's where I have my kind of my to-do list sort of group. So let me just go over those with you. So production, first one, production, because that's where we were at the caves. And production, the things I have on my mind there, you saw one. We've got to get that frame taken off so it can be reworked for a possible convey line going through there. And the first thing to get that reworked, I've got a bid on getting it reworked, and I'm happy with the bid. They're going to come get it. Is getting those cables cut up top, and getting plug and receptacles put in so it's easy to disconnect. That's the first thing. And the goal is hopefully to get that done tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get some 480 volt plugs, whatever. Hopefully you can see, I'll probably wear the head strap tomorrow because the chest strap, that when I'm going up high, doesn't really cut it. The other thing for production is optimizing. All right, the way I'm thinking about production is minimizing the amount of labor involved, or I should say, not necessarily minimizing the amount of labor, but labor is the bottleneck. So that's why I'm not trying to cut out human involvement, primarily just because like it's more expensive. More so, it's expensive in efficiency. It's a lot harder for a human to open a bag than it is a machine. So that is it right there. I want to get a machine. I'm looking at the Quick Pouch Micro, which looks to be able to open bags very efficiently. And so if I can get a Quick Pouch Micro Plus, probably the bigger unit, underneath of the all-fill, what I will do is set it underneath there and probably get some sort of module or add-on for the all-fill to where that all-fill, the fill head can lower each time it sees a bag. So basically, the operator will load something like 500 bags, and I don't know how many you can, 250 bags, into the Quick Patch Micro. Quick Patch opens a bag, slings it over the all-fill. All-fill head drops down, fills the bag with product, and then the operator can take it off. Now, I don't think I can put that. I don't think I'll be able to get that onto a convey line. I think that it'll have to stop there. Basically, the operator will have to pick up the bag, run it through the band sealer at that point. But that's fine, because the biggest bottleneck is the operator opening up the bag and filling it. Now, we still have the issue of weighing it, but I do think that we can, once we're filling via bag discharge or material transfer, we will be able to have a lower bound per recipe ounce. So like wheatgrass 8 ounces, for example, we'll be able to have a lower bound on auger revolutions that maximizes it will not, you can feel very confident that whatever that lower bound is, say it's 14 revolutions, that's the lowest we'll ever go, and we know over like 100 bags that maybe there's one that it's underweight on, the other 99 it's overweight on. I think that's enough. You can feel comfortable with that. It's high enough of a ceiling on there on your weight that can be okay. I mean, I'm getting too in the weeds on weighing. If we can get those bags open quickly, then I think we can get up to 8-9 bags a minute, which is very, very good. I think we're in the range of 3,000 bags plus a day. That's phenomenal. I'm fine with that for now until we need to upgrade. And so those are the two big, and we're dealing with in contact with Quick Pouch Micro. Actually, Quick Pouch, unfortunately, they're no longer around, but they do seem to have been absorbed by IPAC. So I'm in contact with some people there. So we're looking at getting that taken care of, and then obviously there's PLC issues with the current bulk system, the bag discharger, the vacuum breaker, basically the system that tells a bulk bag to fill the all-fill. So we're getting that worked out now. We're upgrading from an Eaton PLC to an Allen Bradley. Regardless, those are your main production to-dos, project tasks, and everything in between. The next one is marketing. And last week you saw us get some bags sent off to stateside. I just needed to get some bags sent off. We had to get production, we had to get inventory sent off. Basically, get the product launched. Had to do that. As I just went over, production is nowhere near optimized, but we're moving in that direction. As far as marketing goes, we've got a few things, about 4 things that we're really looking at right now. One of those is kind of my own little project. 3 of them are in the works. The first one is Amazon PPC. That's essentially just, we are paying for keywords, or sponsoring our product on Amazon, paying for keywords, bidding on keywords. And those keywords are, you pay based off how competitive they are. And the industry we are in is very competitive. So that is Amazon PPC is, we're going to use it as a strategy, but it is not I don't think it's the long-term strategy. It's hard to do that because, all right, let me say this. I think about marketing and distribution the way I think about the stock market. I have an accounting background, and the way I think about the stock market, the investing philosophy that's really always resonated with me is value investing. It is the philosophy, the investing strategy of Warren Buffett, and it essentially goes like this. The market typically prices assets fairly, but sometimes it does not. Sometimes assets are mispriced. And if there is a mispricing that is large enough, significant enough, then you should allocate resources to that asset to take advantage of that mispricing. Essentially, when that mispricing is undervalued, or if dollar bills are trading for 40 cents rather than
100 cents, you go buy those dollar bills all day long. I see it the same thing. I view marketing or distribution as the same. Right now, there are many different channels online that you can allocate resources to try and garner eyeballs or impressions for your product. Some of those impressions are going to be costly. Some of those are going to be cheap. It's all about how can you strategize rightly to find the cheap impressions, the quality cheap impressions. I think sometimes too you can actually end up paying more dollars for the impressions, but the impressions are of higher quality. I don't need to get too in the weeds on that. But PPC, I think, if you sort of compare it back to the stock market analogy, I think it's like Coca-Cola. You know, Coca-Cola, historically great company, but if you're trying to get rich overnight with Coca-Cola, or have, you know, a 10 times return overnight, you're not going to get that, because Coca-Cola is a mature company. Not that Amazon PPC is mature, but it's a well-known commodity at this point. I don't mean to say commodity, but it's well-known. You're going to get what you pay for. If you want impressions on Amazon PPC, you're going to pay for them. You're going to pay for them. And so we have to look for other strategies if we want to grow quicker than what is standard with Amazon PPC. We're going to have to find other strategies that are mispriced. So what are those? Well, one we've thought about a little bit, not a little bit, a lot actually, is just general UGC on TikTok. There's so much opportunity with TikTok right now. Not even going to get into shops, but TikTok UGC, I think, is a big potential for us. That's one we're looking at. We're not looking at, we're going to pursue it. We're trying to right now nail down getting product shipped out to creators and all of that stuff. The other one is, okay, so went through Amazon PPC, UGC, TikTok UGC. I feel like there's a third one that there's one more that I have in mind. Oh, it's this. Another third one is this vlog. This log of the company in general. From start to how it's going day to day. Now, it's not going to do anything in the beginning, and no one knows even about it. But I think over time, you add a little bit more every day. You drop another penny in the bucket, I guess, if you will. And over time, I think it could be it's certainly interesting for my kids, very, very minimum. But over time, I think it could be really cool for people to be like, wow, look how all this started. Look at this company, look where it is now, and look where it started. I think that is really cool. You get one opportunity to do that. You don't miss your chance to blow. And the fourth one I have in mind is sort of my own idea. I feel like with marketing, you have an idea, you just gotta pursue it. And I don't want to get too into the weeds of Stateside's niche positioning, what I believe in. But I'll tell you this, just briefly, I'll get into it another day. But briefly, I love and believe in super premium, high quality ingredients. I love this stuff. I look for premium ingredients, high quality, and that's what I want to sell, because that is what's cool to me. Why would you not want to sell the best stuff? Why would you not want to sell the best product? A million things I could say about that. But I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm in this industry. I know this industry well. That is not always the case that premium ingredients are sold. It's just not, unfortunately. And so, first idea I have, just my own idea, is showcasing a premium, high-quality ingredient, a U.S.-based ingredient, versus that same ingredient, but not from high-quality sources or premium sources outside the U.S. We'll get into more of that on a later date. But that's another one, showcasing that, showing people what's available, what they could consume, and what oftentimes is the case, what actually is sold out there. And I'm gonna showcase that. I'll go through. You'll see the behind the scenes of me doing that marketing, and then maybe even the polished version of it somewhere else. I think that might be kind of cool. Again, that kind of ties back into this whole log of what's of the company start to finish and everything in between. Third thing is the lab aspect, or the R&D stuff. The stuff I love all this stuff. I really do. I get really excited about the marketing and the production, but I love the lab stuff because the lab stuff is the potential of what's out there. And I started a new project. Last week you saw me doing some beginnings of some protein extraction. I'm going to finish that. I ordered a new 100 kilodalton, or should have gotten it ordered, membrane today, and hopefully it gets shipped out. That 100 kDa membrane will help me separate the high protein, the high proteins, or the high concentration of proteins, Rubisco protein, that is in that clear brown juice. Hopefully we can get like a 60 to 70% purity. Theoretically, we should be able to get to like 80 or 90%. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'll be happy though with 65 to 70%. I get 70%, I'll be happy. Got that clear brown juice in my fridge at home, my garage fridge. And so I'm going to kind of see through the rest of that process over the coming week or two. I want to get it done quick. That clear brown juice will not last forever. But the lab is just, for me, it's I love working in the lab. It's the potential of new things, the nutraceutical and supplement space moves pretty fast. It's got the intersection of just general food production, but also biotech. Biotech is in there, which is that kind of leads me into what I'm really fascinated by. I will share more of that with you again in the coming weeks and days. But that right there is what I am starting to obsess over, and the potentials that are that are possible with biotech. Looking at a project now, and details of that to come. So those are the three main areas: production, marketing, lab. And I'm very happy to share all those things with you day in, day out as I go through them. You kind of have a sense of my sort of to-dos, projects within each of those, and maybe this is the last time I'll ever do this. Maybe this is not valuable at all, but maybe it is. I think at least at the very minimum, if my kids are watching this someday, they'll say, okay, now I've got a little bit of context of what was going on at that specific time. So anyway, hope you've at least gotten maybe a little bit, been able to take a step back and get a sense of where things are. So tomorrow we get those 480 volts, 15 amp plug receptacles, and we'll get those hooked up, hopefully wired in. Get the frame released. This is a Midwest goodbye. I'm having a hard time just saying bye, but all right, goodbye. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.